Oh, that's right. We have to enter the breach. That's right. This is where we left off. Okay. Oh God. It's gonna be this one. Destroyer. Just to be 100% accurate, we're good, right? Video is looking good. Audio is coming through. No hitching. No drop frames. Thumbs up.
Dark rituals, void breach, general weirdness.
What's up, Deja?
Lemmy can't be
Heard there
far.
would be chocolate wrestling, but see no girls. That's at 2 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, we got to save that for when. Yeah, we could rule the galaxy together. I mean, let's do it. I'm down. I'm 100% down. Oh yeah, dude, we peaked at 9,000 kilobytes per second. It was for 1 millisecond, but I don't think I've ever seen that. So we chose a good server.
Wards. Think you can fend for yourself?
Wards. The wards. Well, that was weird. Why would they only do it for this little area? Huh.
Take care.
Oh.
The place is...
Demonologists really like pushing the limits of their knowledge without considering other lives.
That's a very rude
That
of
just
them.
makes them human.
Very rude of them. How dare you?
Wards. You're on your own.
What's with these? Who's putting the wards here? Who? Who's doing that? It's not me. I know it ain't me.
Calm. Why is it awfully calm?
They're throwing me off. They're throwing me off. Ugh. Anyone else that has AT&T service for their phones not able to make any calls or receive texts? There was a huge thing yesterday in the States. Fast forward to today. AT&T's like, you're all good. But then explain why the missus still has 0 bars. I have bars. I'm in the same freaking house as she is. So, you know, that's weird.
Something has me. Wards.
Skadoosh.
Spectres.
Wow,
They
level
haven't
18,
noticed
bro.
us. Stay low.
How do I stay low? What? But I want to murder them. Oh, I can't. Wow. Wow. Hey, yo, 6 more days until Rebirth? I'm about to play the demo all weekend, bruh. Probably put that on stream as well. I don't know. We'll see. We gotta finish this game before next Thursday, though. I have a good feeling that we will, so no problem. I kept thinking for the longest time Rebirth released on a Tuesday. It doesn't, so good for me.
You're done.
Ooh, that was close. Don't have to wait too long for Battlefront either. Yeah, the fact that it's next month, I'm like, what? So we've got plenty of stuff in between to keep us occupied and lose track of time for that bad boy. There's God, I thought this month was a little busy. Next month is just, what are we looking at? New releases. Obviously, Rebirth the 29th. We get more information about No Rest for the Wicked on March 1st. I vaguely remember what that's about, but if I put it in my notes, it's important to me. So, Spider-Man 2 New Game Plus is March 7th. And then 1 week later, Battleground Classic Collection. And then another week later, Horizon Forbidden West hits PC. Oh, but then the day after that is Dragon's Dogma 2. Wow! Hey, Forbidden West. The decision, the choice to release your game, again, a day before Dragon's Dogma 2, that was a decision. Whoa. And then the same day, Rise of the Ronin releases. Jesus. There's going to be 3 games back to back to back, a week apart. That's okay, because at that point, I won't be juggling 2 games. So, at least I hope not. We could just dedicate each week to that single game.
Careful now.
I missed. I wasn't careful. What are these? What are those? I tried going up north on Enshrouded. Now I'm good. So one thing that I figured out way later than probably the average person that I will lay on to you to see if it helps. When you're exploring areas and you see the shroud red, get the hell out of there. That's the game telling you you're not high enough level. That same shroud will turn blue once you are high enough level. You have the resources to upgrade your flame. But yeah, any red shroud, get out. Get out of there. Stop it. Spider-Man New Game Plus and Battlefront, let's go. Forbidden West is cool, but I won't be getting it on PC. I always knew playing Forbidden West on PS5, I knew. I'm like, okay, this game's fun. Am I enjoying it as much as the first one? No. Am I going to have more fun with it when it comes out on PC inevitably? Hopefully. Right? So, because I really enjoyed the first game, not only on PS4, but when it hit PC, it was even better. Because of the controls and obviously the way it looked and ran, blah, blah, blah. But keyboard and mouse for me on that game was fantastic. So I'm hoping I get that same transition with Forbidden West. For sure. For sure. Why can't I murder these? It's so weird. So weird. Deja knew that? I figured.
Take care.
Just in case.
The place is warded.
Came across this one guy that just kept killing me. They do that. Trying to decide if I want a two-handed weapon, which is what I use now, or a one-handed and shield. I think I landed on one-handed and shield, but that's what I always do to start out with. And then once I learn the mechanics, I then start switching it up. But I think either or, right? Because you can still block with a two-handed sword. It's not as efficient, obviously, but...
Wards, you're on your own.
What am I missing? Do. We're just going in circles here, bruh. We're just going in circles here. Second game story wasn't as good, but combat was fun. Second game, yeah, dude, you just couldn't beat that reveal during the first one. I won't say it because there's no such thing as an outdated spoiler, but you just can't. They tried. They did a decent enough job, but man, it's fantastic. The first one. Second one was okay. Going warrior / barbarian. Good choice. I dig it. I dig it. I can't wait to jump back in there.
Hideout. The governor's spawn likes a bit of drama.
Drama. Alright, so this is where we're going to be investigating. Does it dead end? Does it dead-ass dead end? Oh, crap. Okay, well, guess we'll never know. I wanted to check the other stuff behind us. I don't think that's a thing. Yeah, so this is... Okay. It's definitely the best graphics on the PlayStation, though. Horizon, that is.
Banisher
oh, yeah, for sure. For
If
sure.
it oozes, don't touch it. Another botched experiment?
It may be native to the void.
Arguably even better than Final Fantasy, which is saying something.
Something's missing. This one's different. Looks like it died diseased.
Have you not played Roblox? I haven't, no, but a hand-drawn map of the Harrows with the initials ER. Two places have encircled: the abandoned mill and God's Acre Cemetery. The veil between the Aralu and the Incarnate seems particularly thin in these two areas. A breach? Mayhaps. Gonna be Horizon 3, right? If we are to believe the ending of the second one, yeah, there definitely should be a third. Yep. Yes, sir. Ghostly apparitions can be controlled, or at least shepherded, with a variety of known rituals. This must be performed with great care lest control be ceded to potentially catastrophic effect.
This is some dark, sideways magic.
It's forbidden. I've read it.
Forbidden.
Sometimes I worry about you.
What the hell? He's just strolling on through. Mr. Potter.
So, you can see me. Aren't you full of surprises, young Master Haskell?
You may talk.
Couldn't figure out how to walk in
Banisher
Roblox,
ghost.
huh?
Amazing. How on God's earth did you find me?
DLC was
Never mind that.
fantastic.
Thank the Lord you did. Thought I was going to grow old.
It was
in
better
here.
than the base game. And the fact that that was PS5 exclusive really showcased what that console and game could do. It was great.
As hiding places go, the Void is quite the choice.
Yes, an amazing place. Or plane? World? The Araloo is not easily described, but it makes a fascinating study. Tell me, how did you get past the Guardian beneath the mill? Did you use a decoy?
We fought it. Don't change the subject.
You fought it? Of course you did. A good thing too. I was starting to think it was wise to me tricks. Oh, but I have so many questions.
This isn't a social call, kid. And we're the ones with the questions.
Oh. Oh. Of course.
The reason why you probably didn't hear great things about that DLC was what this story entailed and the choices that they made for said story. Not to give anything away, but for Aloy's love interest, it probably pissed off a lot of people. I'm in the camp where I don't give a shit. I'm gonna buy a Tomb Raider remaster now, dude. Yeah, it looks great. Like I said, $30 for all three of them. I mean, you can't really beat that.
We must talk of Caleb Watson.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
in the hell would you give him a resurrection ritual?
Ruth's death hit poor Caleb hard. He was alone, and so I would often stop by his workshop. We talked. He took a keen interest in my studies and was a good listener. When he learned that she could possibly return, he had one question. How?
You saw his grief as an opportunity to test the effects of the Lesser Palingenesis.
Oh, you know the ritual too? Amazing, isn't it?
I've studied it. The actual ritual, not the mangled version you gave Caleb.
Yes, and I'm sorry. I found it in a copy of De Occulti Philosophia by Cornelius Agrippa von Nettersheim. A remarkable book.
Remarkable book.
I've met my fair share of illustrious occultists, and none owned an authentic Agrippa. Much is lost in translation or altered in the printing. I doubt your copy is an exception.
Of course. The power is in the words, and mine were wrong, so the power went awry. How very fascinating.
Oh, my bad. Don't know why they gotta include romance all the time, just don't have it, problem solved. I think it's kind of the same sort of similar deal where, like, if people want to play a game to be complete pacifists and not murder anybody, they can't because that's just not how the game works. But that's mechanics, it's different. But, I don't know, I guess it's just, maybe, like, if that's not your thing, don't play the game at all, whether it's story-related or mechanically induced, maybe. Then that problem is also solved. But I can understand frustration with both. But yeah, like I said, I'm in the camp where I just really don't care. As long as the game is fun and the story's not too wildly out, you know, where as long as it makes sense, I guess. Yeah, if it makes sense, then it's fine.
Are you aware of what would happen if people learnt of your studies?
Surely the acquisition of knowledge cannot be a sin.
Do you remember Deborah?
Deborah.
Miss Comenius.
That's my mom's name.
Yes,
I choose
of course,
violence.
I remember.
Same.
Your
Same.
father tasked us with an investigation. One way or the other, we must return with the mystery solved.
Ah. I think I understand what you're saying. I might be in a tiny little bit of, danger.
Who are you?
You see ghosts. You stroll the void as if it were your garden. You possess and share forbidden rituals. Who are you really?
I'm Lammy Haskell, and I am a man of many sciences. I am in fact a true pursuer.
That raises more questions than it answers.
What are the pillars of the universe? Which principles underpin existence? As occultists, do we change the world or scratch upon its surface? Each discipline I embrace peels back a new layer of reality. I'm yet at the beginning, and see where I already stand. Amazing, no?
I mean, no.
You did not find the void breach beneath the mill by accident. You had help. Who taught you?
I did my research.
Suddenly, you're a man of few words.
Yeah, right.
I'd rather not involve those not present. Discretion, you understand.
We find you up to your neck in the blackest magic, speechifying about your transcendent journey. Your life is on the line, Lammy.
We must counter the devil with knowledge of his tricks. That, my father always said, is the purest of God's work.
Aye. I can imagine your father saying that.
When I was 10, he gave me my initiation. Demonology, sir, as he would say. He saw me as his heir. Then, of a sudden, the books were forbidden. So I stole them. The very same books he'd forced upon me as a boy.
Rude.
I understand them where he does not. I did no wrong. Apart from a little theft.
Everyone's the hero of their own story. Oh wow, this is gonna get earthy.
You studied demonology. Did you do it alone?
You bought them?
When my
Nice,
father
dude. You have to let me know how
forbade
they
to
are.
Continue, I confess, I disobeyed him in
If you end up
secret.
streaming them, I'll have to
Those big
open up a
books
tab
were
for you
very
so I can
boring
check it out.
until they were
See
forbidden.
what's up.
Suddenly, I could not get enough of their secret knowledge. Funny, eh? More recently, a good friend of my father showed me that I had only been scratching at the surface.
He taught you in secret.
On his
Discretion.
visits, I would assist him with the research for the writing of his books. When the curse fell, he fled with thick-skinned Newsmith and left all his work behind. I hope he made it. I'd surely like to one day show him the advances I've
You haven't
made
streamed
upon
in a
his
bit.
work.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Like, God, just this past week. What?
From the looks of this place, you're knee-deep in research. What are you doing here exactly?
Searching for the origin of the Harrow's Plague, of course. And I have a theory on the subject.
Of course you do. Go on then.
Now, at first, I believed the water poisoned, but my father sealed the well, and yet folk remained sick. They looked for witchcraft, a foolish, uneducated suspicion, yes, but with some truth concealed behind it. You see, the Araloo taints New Eden. Its influence leaches into the Harrows. The evidence is everywhere.
By the Araloo, do you mean the Void?
Neither name does it justice. This place is beyond words. The Araloo, Mr. McCraith, is made of
5
the
gigs
very
for all three of them?
fabric
Wow,
of our
take me back.
primordial myths. Isn't it amazing?
How can you be sure the Void has tainted the region?
In New Eden, the threshold between our plane and this is thin. Even I, a novice, may reach the frontier and then go beyond. I also believe it happened before. Some years ago, New Eden was hit by another epidemic.
Was it the same illness?
I believe that first epidemic was caused by the porosity of the frontier between New Eden and the Araloo. Although, where theirs was an affliction of burning flesh, ours is a corruption of mind and spirit. And I believe I have found its source. There is a substance, a strange ooze. You may have noticed it. This, I believe, is the true source of the Harrow's poison. It carries a particular stink, on the scent of which I experience first confusion, then a loss of control over my limbs.
You've based all this on a peculiar smell.
Well, not only that, also observation, experience, elimination of other possibilities. As a Banisher, you surely understand that the limits of our perception far exceed the bounds of our normal attention. As a scientist, it's important to look closer, the better to understand
Guess
what
what?
the
Chicken
Araloo
butt.
is really made of. Unfortunately, I cannot reach the source. The Araloo is a formidable place. Tricky. A maze constantly evolving, changing, reshaping itself. The isthmus, for example. I found an oozing crack in the ground. The terrain then remade itself, and I can get
What
to
the
it
hell?
no longer.
Perhaps we might be able to find a way through and take a look at that source.
Would you? That would be splendid. Would you mind taking notes?
Let's go take a closer look at that ooze then.
And with that sorrow gone, I can leave. Do be careful. My home is your home.
I honestly don't know.
If you need anything, help yourself.
The Araloo is not your home, Lammy.
He
But
feeds
thank
off
you.
of it. Look at him.
Pardon my morbid enthusiasm, Mistress Duarte.
Oh.
But could I ask you a few questions?
What do you wish to know?
Do you still need to eat? Do you feel hunger? Sorry, it's just you're the first ghost I've met, in person, as it were.
I don't eat. Not in the way you do. I feel hunger. Again, not in the way you do.
Fascinating.
He wants your soul.
And can you touch things, smell them? Are colours the same as you remember them?
My senses are different. It's difficult to describe how. I can see, sometimes touch. I cannot smell. Red tells me this is a blessing.
How do you manifest in this plane? Do you feel bound, or are you here by choice?
It feels as if I were clinging to a rope, high above the abyss. Even if I wished to let go, I could not bring myself to do it.
I see. What about your banisher skills? Can you use them? Do the accoutrements of your craft still work? As a ghost, do they not harm you?
The marks on my hands and the rings on my fingers aren't actually there. They have no more effect on me than a memory.
Can you talk to any ghost you wish?
No. I sense traces of their presence. To talk to them, I must still do the work.
And yet here I am, talking to you. How marvelous. The dead are rarely as articulate, nor are they accommodating. In fact, they're often quite rude.
We should probably get going. Some other time, then.
But we've merely scratched at the surface of the grip.
What is this thing?
Banisher rule number 4.
If it oozes, don't touch it. Another botched experiment?
It may be native to the void.
That dude loves to talk. I hope this isn't the golden path, but I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Antea, we should get going.
They get here.
So, the pious governor's unassuming son is our evil Harrow's witch.
Hey, what do you guys think about a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old being in a controlled fight? Is that
The
is
more
that a
powerful
thing?
the loose
Can we make that
cannon,
happen?
the more dangerous
They won't
it
stop
is.
arguing with each other, so we're like, you know what? Just fight it out. Fight it out. No below the waist, no ear biting, no hair pulling. Imagine if Twitch chat had GIFs. They have animated emotes. That's about as close as you're gonna get.
I can't smell the stench Lammy spoke of, but I feel strange, and I suspect the ooze.
Only... Oh, God! I need a wee bit of help here.
One day, Destroyer. One day.
Oh, that was not pleasant. whole lot
Or
pleasant.
was it in the goo?
I can't help you. A ward restrains me. I'm at your side again.
There's more of them.
Again, rifle is way more useful than I even anticipated. Yeah, wired. Yeah, feel it.
Once more with feeling.
Ah, she said the thing. Nice. Once more with feeling. I don't. She's the character said it, not me. Sounds good. Although you have better luck with that on the couch. Not to kick you out, but God, it works wonders. I do that when the kids are being too loud.
How delightful.
Oh, I know, 100% from experience.
Let's see what lies on the other side.
Nokuhei!
Did I just do the wrong ritual?
Whoops.
Where are we now?
Underground, looks like.
Wonderful.
Your day is complete.
The ooze affects the incarnate, too. Who goes there?
Is that a ghost?
I don't know. But I don't think we're alone. What might you be, then?
What was...
Yeah, it can't
Bullshit.
come here fast enough, man. I agree.
Did you just say shite?